Hello there. I just wanted to show you that I put all those incidentals on and attached, and that includes this piece here that operates that, makes it go rotate. I put the control box on. I have tape over these lenses because there's dust in the bedroom, and that keeps the dust off the lenses. So I hooked everything up. I got the power supply over here, got the cord here, got the air supply over here. I just got to plug it in. So everything's together, and even got the light hooked up. Let me pause you while I connect the air. Okay, I got the air connected. I got a little leak here somewhere. I think it's on these fittings right here. But in order to take them off and put some Teflon tape on it, I have to basically disconnect everything up here, and I don't want to do that. But remember before, I had the air on, and it took a while for the air to bleed off. But with this switch, or this air valve, it's pretty much instantaneous. And everything locks up pretty good. I kicked it up to about 40 pounds. But I noticed that when I had this air on, the brake on, this top unit, if I take two hands, I can move it slightly. And that's because the closure of these two pieces, there's a gap between that piece in the middle. That was really never meant to be a stop. But what I did was I had to make it a stop. So I got this one side closing down first so that this piece in the middle will act as a stop. It's basically as if there was a hinge on here. This part here tightens down first, and then this one will tighten down. So how I did that was I had to put wait for it. There's a 50-cent word. Wait for it. A differential valve control metering jet. So what happens is that this side here will close down, and then this side will close down. So basically what I did was I took this hose off, and I put an orifice inside this hose so that it meters the amount of air going into it when it first activates. So this side will close down first, and then this side, that way this side will lock against that piece in the middle, and then this side will close down, and this piece in the middle acts as a locking point for the rotation of this so it doesn't rotate. Now see, I can't do it with one hand. I can't. But before, when I was rotating this piece, you could see this move back and forth and this one move back and forth because they weren't locking against anything. So now this side is locking against that center piece to hold it stationary, and then this side locks down. It's the same thing as a clamp locking on one side, holding it stationary, and then the other side locking. It's what it amounts to. And it happens very fast. I don't know how fast, but it's fast. It's like, I won't even say milliseconds, it's almost like nanoseconds. But anyway, it releases really quick now. So, it's the end of the day and I don't have any more time to work on this. I had to go out and cut the yard and stupid stuff like that, you know, but I want to come back to this and start making some chips. But yeah, this locks down pretty good. There's a little movement in there now, but when I apply that air, it's not moving at all. So I think we're good to go. All right. Talk to you later.